got stuck, so he's restarting his computer or something. So, but why not start anyway? Um, Soon weekend. Oh, I see Daniel is joining. So, hello, Daniel.
Yeah, hello, Thomas. Sorry about that. Maybe you told the world system crash.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a good thing that it happens during a Friday afternoon.
Absolutely, absolutely. But I mean, the workday isn't over, at least not for us. It's still working with SaaSiest Digital, and we thought we could talk about one of the sessions today. We have a friend from Israel joining that is an expert in the field of customer success. So, what can you say about this session, Daniel?
Yeah, it's a very interesting session, and if you're in the customer success space, you probably know Jiv Pellet already. He's a little bit of a celebrity in the SaaS world when it comes to customer success. Uh, he is working at a company called AppsFlyer, a really big company, and they've been scaling and growing their customer success function rapidly over the past few years. Um, and what he's going to talk about is something that is often obvious but difficult to do in reality. So he has this philosophy, and he actually built a framework around that business is always human to human or person to person. It's not about b2b or b2b c. It's always about that relationship between you and I, Thomas, or me
Yeah,
and the customer, and whomever it is. And the big challenge here is that you have the trust, you have the value proposition of your product, but how do you build and deepen that relationship, especially at scale?
yeah.
I don't know how big your teams are. If you're listening here, if you have a customer success team of 5 or 10 or even 20 or 50 people, how do you build those personal relationships when you have hundreds of customers?
That's a great question, and I mean, we are sort of also in a similar situation. We work with a big community. We have more than 600 plus companies in the Slack community. We interact with I don't know how many people all the time. We have more than 300 people in our different network groups. We interact with 31 network work groups every month.
So if you
Yeah,
would be guessing, Thomas, how many how many different DM conversations have you had since January? How many different people have you touched in LinkedIn DMs?
2000 perhaps. I don't know. Something like that, I would
Uh,
say.
yeah.
And for us, I mean, LinkedIn is such a valuable way of communicating directly with people. And, we never do automatic reach outs. I mean, of course, you can get some help in copying and pasting in an effective way, but it's always me or Daniel that are looking at your profile and sending you a message and interact directly. And I mean, that is one way of building relationship. Having conversations in the Slack channel is another. And yeah,
I will
what are you
say
laughing at?
I will say what Chris Walker says, because when you said automation, I laugh at automation. It's like you don't. Chris Walker said something along the lines, you don't send somebody else to go to the gym and exercise for you. You'll never build muscle. It is the same thing. It's like either you build that relationship in the DMs or however you do it yourself,
Yeah,
not via a robot or an assistant or whatever it is, because then it's
no,
not genuine and people can
yeah.
see through that.
Unfortunately, I'm much better at DMing people than going to the gym, but maybe I could do both. I'm not
Hey,
sure.
we can't be great at everything.
No, but if you also are in this session now listening to us at LinkedIn or Facebook or YouTube, shout out your name in the chat. Let us know that you're here. We will make a raffle soon where we will spin the wheel and you can win one of these exclusive SaaSiest caps. So let us know that you're here and you will have the chance in a moment. But customer success, it's really an interesting topic, so important for SaaS companies. So we have an exclusive customer success track. So we will have 4 sessions, I believe, in that track. It's
Yes.
led by Niklas Ramon Staberg. That is a well-known thought leader here in the Nordics, working now at Verdane, but was working at Chief Customer Officer at Hive Streaming for many years.
Yep. Yeah, and it's actually going to be well, not actually. It is going to be a really, really interesting track. We have Niklas himself speaking about what is he speaking about? Yeah, the voice of the
Customer success.
customers, the
Yeah,
voice of the
exactly.
customer. How you actually make sure that, we always talk about bringing the customer in everything you do, but how do you actually make the customers care about your success, feel that you're on this journey together? So he's going to
Yeah,
speak about that, and then we have a couple of great sessions from both Sophie Folkesson and Pamela Alvarez
absolutely.
for anybody loving customer success. But I think
Do
let's do the
you?
raffle.
Yeah, so we have John in the house. Really happy about that. Hi, John. Is there anyone else that wants to join John in the raffle here? Otherwise, you're in a pretty good shape, John.
Exactly. If nobody else writes anything in the chat, your chances of winning the baseball hat are 100%.
Yeah. So if you want to get into the contest, I suggest that you write your name in the chat now. I'm gonna change so we can see the wheel here in a second. So let's see. Hope we can see the wheel now. Yep, here it is. So we had John here. So let's write John. And anyone else that are in the mood, that is mood to end off the week on a high with getting a cap.
People are
Let
so
us know.
shy. Stop the counting.
All right, that's the spirit. So I mean, to make it a little bit exciting, let's maybe John gets one. Something like that.
This is. It sounds like the U.S. election. It's rigged.
Yeah, it's rigged. Okay, Jan, appreciate you being here. Appreciate you wanting the cap. So let's spin the wheel and let's see where we go with this. It's not even a maybe. It's a very clear winner here. Jan, great having you with us, and we also appreciate the contact we have had over the years. And please send us a DM with your address and phone number, and we make sure that the cap is sent. The order goes today. It can take 1 or 2 weeks to get it. And also, if you could take a picture of yourself, a selfie, and post it, on the social media and so on, we would appreciate it as well. But I think that's it from us today. We wish you a great weekend and see you next week.
See you next week, all. Take care now.
Yeah, and see you in the DMs.